Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Lindsay Krieger.
And I'm Rachel Vogel.
Tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about the water crisis in Ethiopia right now. And Rachel, would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I would. This is a map of Ethiopia right here, and it's roughly less than 2 times the size of Texas. There's not very much water. There's a small river right here and a small river right there, but there's actually a lot of problems they have going on with their water right now. Can you give us some statistics on that?
Correct. Most of their water is contaminated, and in fact, about 42% of the population has access to improved water supply. Not great, but and then 13% of the population has access to adequate sanitation services. So that tends to lead to a lot of diseases. And we actually got to experience that firsthand when we took a trip to Ethiopia this past weekend, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I think we'll roll some of that clip in a little bit. Was there anything about the infant mortality?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, about 8%, there's about 8% infant mortality in Ethiopia.
No, that's just terrible. That's just terrible.
Yep.
Let's roll some of our clips and see what we have on that. We're digging right now in Ethiopia to find water. Because it's starting to they collect some of their water, but most of it they have to take in a hole, and it's awfully. Look at all this dirty water.
Yeah, it's filthy, and because it's so contaminated, there's a lot of contamination. There's a lot of diseases. For example, diarrhea, hepatitis, typhoid fever, malaria. In fact, Rachel, how many hours do they have to walk? They're telling us usually they have to walk
up to 7 hours, right?
Yeah, I think it was actually 6, but yeah, they have to walk a long ways to get their water.
Up a really long time to just go and get water.
Yeah,
and they fill these they find these bottles on the street and fill them with their dirty water.
And then, in an effort to conserve it, they
I'm still digging.
Just go it. And many times they'll actually not wash themselves properly, so that also leads to a lot of diseases.
Because they don't have clean water to wash properly.
Right, and they want to conserve it for drinking and cooking. And we actually had some ideas for how to help them out, right, Rachel?
Yeah, we did. We figured if we got some help back in the US of A, we can get the straws.
Yeah, the
life
water straws.
Life
Yes.
straws.
Those are good.
And they suck out the dirt.
Yeah, sort of. And then we could also help them dig deeper wells.
We are right now.
Yep. We're working on that. And then if it's deeper, then the contamination and pollution can't quite get in there as easily.
But it feels like the rain's coming down, so
Yeah.
we better go.
Yep.
And as you saw from that clip, we can do a lot to help Ethiopia and their water crisis. And if we can just donate some money, just any $10 from anyone will help. So we can try that, and we'll get back to you with the next top story tomorrow. Over and out.